The NBA owners recently voted to explore expansion within the league, but did you know you can do that right now in NBA 2K26?
Go into My NBA and tick the Customize League button while you're choosing settings.
Then place your team into one of the NBA
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Pacers sporting a good look as they came through the tunnel earlier. We'll see if they look that good when they take their home court shortly. Welcome aboard, everybody. This is Wednesday Night Basketball of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And roaming the sideline for tonight's game, our Allie LaForce. So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. Out in the wings for him, it's Dick and Barrett. The post pairing, Barnes playing alongside Pirtle. And it's quickly in at the one. And for Indiana, outside the wings are Nembhard and Mathurin. Then it's Halliburton. Then there's Jarris Walker. And it's Huff in at the 5, roaming the paint. We know these two teams rack up the assists. Greg, they pride themselves on playing unselfish basketball.
Yeah, both sides preach player and ball movement, getting everyone involved. It makes both teams that much more difficult to defend.
We know Scotty Barnes will embrace the physicality. That score is about concentration.
Poked away. Dick with the steal. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
The Raptors shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. Free throw drops for Dick. And Doris Rick Carlisle, now in his second stint, is the head coach of the Indiana Pacers.
But he is a basketball lifer, Kevin. Over 2 decades as an NBA head coach, he has seen it all. Remember the 2011 title win in Dallas. His guidance has been a key to this Pacers' recent success.
And one of the better athletes in his draft class, Mathurin, with quick lift off the floor and then the power to hammer it home.
Barnes. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And there it is for him.
Yeah, great work on the interior. Halliburton, easy work inside.
Barnes passes to Dick. And the dunk by Dick.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Quickly against Halliburton. Outside, Walker lets it go. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton.
Coaches love assisted buckets, boy. It just means the team is working well together.
Quickly the pass to Barrett. Lets the 3 fly. Here's Pirtle. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
What a great start. They've only missed 1 thus far.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Earlier I spoke with Rick Carlisle. We chatted about Scotty Barnes. In terms of the game plan, Coach told me they plan to give Scotty extra attention, saying, quote, we'll try to make things hard on him. It's key we don't allow him to get into an early groove. We'll see if they can execute. Guys?
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Here's Halliburton. After R.J. Barrett's bucket, and it's good for 2. Halliburton's got his second bucket.
Wow, Tyrese Halliburton in a rhythm, boy. He is something else to watch on the pull-up jump shot.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Halliburton inside the three-point line. And again, it's Indiana. Raptors leading by 4. Now Dick. Quickly the pass to Barnes. 3-pointer. The shot's good from Quickly.
Listen, if you give Emmanuel Quickly a look from 3, there's never hesitation.
To the paint. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And that is first class right there. Can you believe that dunk?
I'm not sure, Greg, I can. For Indiana, they've gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. Very solid start for them.
Well, that's a nice finish by Tyrese Halliburton. Again, he's so big and long, he can finish in the painted area.
So, timeout called here. The first for Toronto, coming off that win against Philadelphia.
And I credit the shot selection in that one. It's hard to stay patient, but you see the reward.
Well, typically, Greg, great decision-making leads to great shooting percentages. I thought that team played a very smart game.
Now, here's Barrett, coming off a stellar performance against Philadelphia.
An inconsistent threat from deep, but boy, the defense has to honor R.J. Barrett from those corners.
And the call will be against Emmanuel Quickly. That's his first foul. On defense, Toronto, 6-point game. Outside, Walker.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
Raptors moving the ball around. Now, here's Mathurin, the fast break chance. The quick look, no good that time. Barrett against Nimhard. Pass to Dick. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Halliburton. An easy 2 points on the layup. Halliburton's got 10.
This guy's been impressive this quarter, putting his team on his back.
Quickly the bounce pass. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. Taking a look at Houston. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And seeing where the Raptors are, they've got that #1 spot halfway through the year. Not a big deal at this point in the season, but you know that gives these guys a great deal of confidence.
But the defense hanging in right there, making that shot really difficult.
And a wide open look for Halliburton. He drains the quick shot. He's got 12.
Now, the numbers speak for themselves, but what Tyrese Halliburton is showing you, the versatility he has at the offensive end.
So far, both teams scorching the Nets. You gotta love it.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
Here's Huff. Count that one.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And that one's good, Barnes.
Boy, you combine the handle with Scotty Barnes' length, and this guy is a very tough cover.
Halliburton against Quickly. Count that one.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And so Quickly will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. They lead by 4. Last time they met was in Toronto.
Yeah, and that one, unbelievable shooting display, especially from long range. That turned out to be the difference.
Well, and I think what that was a product of was their movement off the basketball. Just tremendous work on the perimeter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, Doris, Tyrese Halliburton has got to be up there when you think about the top passers in the NBA.
Kev, he's always amongst the league leaders in assists. This guy plays in the perfect system for him. You want to be up-tempo and letting him sort of improvise and master the position. He is brilliant.
Here's Barnes. It's Barrett on the wing. Clock at 6. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Barnes has got 3 assists tonight. So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. Bringing this a fun time of year, mid-season basketball. From award races to juggling playoff pictures, it's terrific.
Yeah, you really get to see things taking shape. I like watching teams rise up and make the unexpected run. It makes the league so much more interesting.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Walter comes in for Grady Dick. And it's Lowry in for Quickly.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. Gets in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
This guy has been in attack mode this quarter. The defense might want to intercede here.
And here's McConnell. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Eldor's T.J. McConnell has been labeled a connector for both his contributions on and off the court.
You know, Kev, this is a high-energy player that you know what to expect on a nightly basis in terms of work habits and teammate skills. He's the legit perfect backup guard. He wants to orchestrate the offense and be disruptive on defense. What you love about T.J. McConnell is he is a smart, tough-nosed player. He is somebody you can trust to run your offense. You can trust him to bring it nightly on the defensive end. He has carved out such a tremendous role in this league.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Here's Lowry. The rebound by Shepard. Pacers trail by 12. Going inside. Kick out to Walker. Lowry against McConnell. Now here's Wiseman. Defense is right there. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Scotty Barnes.
All right, Scotty Barnes showing us you want to be in the dunk contest, young sir.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. And the dunk by Walker.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Lowry finds Barrett. Shot from free throw range. No good. That's the first shot from the floor he's missed. 5 for 6. Pass to Neesmith. Back to Walker. And the dunk by Walker.
When Darius Walker stuffs it, you feel those pucks over here.
Here's Lowry. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes.
Assist goes to
Barnes has got 4 assists in the game.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Now, here's Neesmith. He has yet to score.
Boy, Neesmith working hard to get separation off the bounce. Ooh, it's big time.
Lowry can't get it to go. Pacers trail by 8. We've got 1:48 left to play in the first quarter. A nice shot by Neesmith.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Shoots. Walter, good.
Well, it's his intelligence that puts Kyle Lowry up there with the top assist men in the NBA.
Here's Shepard. Rebound by the Raptors.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
1:05 left here in the opening quarter. McConnell passes to Wiseman. McConnell against Lowry. And Capella sends it back.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing.
And that one drops.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up. We've got 28 seconds left in the first. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. And a fast break now for the Pacers. Good D by Barnes.
He might be forcing things a little bit right now. Credit the defense for how they're playing him.
Barrett, no good. 1 second left. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And so it's the Toronto Raptors up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We've got more in store for you right after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Raptors.
And guys, I love the movement, doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
The other thing they're doing is making plays off the bounce. And boy, once they get a step, they're getting all the way.
So the Raptors 5 right now. Emmanuel quickly out there with Grady Dick. Then it's Clint Capella. Then there's Bruce Brown. And it's Mobo in at the 4.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Pacers have shown that they can be a threat in the East. Coach Rick Carlisle said, there's nothing wrong with high expectations. What you don't want is a situation of apathy, where expectations are low and all you're ever doing is selling hope. That's not why I came here. Back to you guys.
They're for real. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Here's Nemhard. The Raptors getting the bucket. Halliburton outside. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Here's Mobo. They get it back. Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Pass to Nesmith. Back to Nemhard. Elbow shot. It's rebounded by Dick.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
First personal foul.
Here now the league's highest scoring teams the past 10 games. What a stretch it has been for these guys. Number 1, the Raptors.
Yeah, what an impressive run for this club. Everybody seems to be in a rhythm in terms of scoring, and they are putting up some big numbers.
Here's Huff. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. 6 to shoot. Catherine passes to Nesmith. Buries the long-range jumper. Nesmith has got 9.
Nesmith has earned the green light from three-point territory. Knock it in, Aaron.
Dick, that's good.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And Capella sends it back. Count that bucket. Here's Brown. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Philadelphia. Back to quickly. Pass to Mobo. Over Nesmith. Second chance shot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
Great initiative from Capella there. Seeing an opportunity to score and getting the D to act.
Raptors have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And one way players look to expand their game, adding counter moves to keep defenders off balance. Greg, what was something you added that really gave defenders pause?
You know, the snatchback pull-up, you know, using your speed to kind of get the defender going downhill, and then you slam on the brakes and just create that separation to then go into attack mode. And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And it's blocked. Fires from 18, and they recover it. Here's Nemhard. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
Just a great job by Andrew Nemhard when to leak out and how to finish in the open floor.
Capella inside. Quickly finds Dick. Here's Mobo. 5 to shoot. A three-pointer off the mark.
Boy, at some point you've got to realize there might be a better option standing next to you. This guy has not made one basket in this period. Well, these are the plays he's looking to make every single trip up the floor. Very offensive-minded guy.
And the Raptors call time here.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
Now with this break, let's check out just how the rebounding has been divided up in this game between the front and backcourt for Indiana.
Well, you love seeing the backcourt stay active and putting that speed and quickness to use on the glass. They've gotten a lot of rebounds and helping to do whatever they can for the win.
And the basket is good.
That's about activity, determination, quickly finishing strong.
Halliburton against Quickly. Halliburton passes to Huff. It's stolen by Capella. Now Brown goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Brown's got 4 this quarter.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
And the Pacers call time here. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And what surprised me was how easy they made it look. It seemed like they got something out of every possession.
Now we get a chance to look at Tyrese Halliburton. Just an incredible month of basketball, averaging about 23 points per, 10 assists, and 3 rebounds. And what an impact he makes for them on that offensive end.
Right, he can do a little bit of everything for this team, and it shows when you look at the scoreboard.
Some power coming from the PG.
That's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
And the Raptors call time here. Check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. You look at the Raptors, and not a surprise really to see them sitting there in that #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And of course, there's the Pacers. Just need to take it a game at a time.
And right now for the Pacers, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
Yeah, even so, though, I'm sure they're not satisfied just being near the top of the standings. They're going to be looking to make a major push as the season winds down.
Halliburton, that's good.
Individually, he's trying to lift the team. You've got to love the effort, but thus far, not getting over the top.
And when Tyrese Halliburton entered the NBA, Greg, scouts were worried about his shot release point.
It's definitely lower than you would teach, but by the same token, that's why he gets it off so quickly, making it a tough shot to contest.
When Tyrese Halliburton is looking to be aggressive as a scorer, it sets every other aspect of his game. He is cooking.
Capella, pass to Quickly. Brown outside. Connects from three-point range. Brown's got 7 points for the quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Quickly against Halliburton. And again, it's Indiana.
Boy, this guy's been a monster this quarter. His team has needed it.
Here's Murray Boyle. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Count it, good. Nemhard's got 6. Toronto leading by 13. Down low. Here's Dick. And the dunk by Dick.
Yeah, Grady Dick having a major impact here. He's been aggressive since the outset.
Halliburton looking around. They get the rebound. Halliburton muscles through the contact.
Shots are just flowing him right now, having a really strong quarter.
And there's Dick. That's good on the assist by Brown. Brown's got his third assist on the night. Halliburton against Quickly. Halliburton passes to Nembhard. And he banks in the layup. He's got 8.
You can see how comfortable Nembhard is operating in pick-and-roll action, just taking what's available.
Pass to Murray Boyle. Over Neesmith. The shot by Murray Boyle's no good. Capella kicks to Quickly. Back to Capella. Now Quickly. Shot clock at 5. There's Brown with the 3. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. They trail by 16. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them. Timeout called the Pacers.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
And here we have a rundown of the players you don't want on you when you're putting up a shot. The leaders in blocks over the last month. Third is Jakob Poeltl.
And guys, as the month has unfolded, his interior defense has gotten better and better.
Wiseman with the ball. Poeltl's there. Here's Shepard. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
Well, that's surprising. This guy is a good mid-range shooter, just can't get it to go.
Mamu Kelishvili. And again, it's Toronto with a 3.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Shepard, the pass to Walker. And Poeltl sends it back.
Oh, Poeltl, he is not having it at the rim on the defensive end. That is beautifully done.
And it's Brown missing. Pacers trail by 19. No one near Shepard as he lets it go. That's good. It's Halliburton with the assist. Halliburton's got 3 assists tonight. Here's Lowry. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
He lobs it up and finished off by Wiseman.
And just caught the key there by surprise. Love when Wiseman goes for the big air on the alley-oop.
Indiana's gone 2 or 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And I would not be surprised to see them double him up here.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And that one misses. And Indiana shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smooth.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Yep, it counts. And the Raptors lead by 18.
How about the pass from Bruce Brown? This guy is the ultimate glue guy.
McConnell passes to Shepard. Off target from 3-point range.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Pass to Mamu Kelishvili. Launches it. Hits the 3-point bomb. Mamu Kelishvili has got a pair of triples in the second now for Toronto. Mamu Kelishvili has gone 3 for 4 here from the field. And Walker kicks to Halliburton. With the drive. And Halliburton slams it in.
How about that take from Halliburton? That's a big-time finish on the drive.
Pass to Poeltl. Yes, that goes in. And it's 6 points for Jakob Poeltl. Pacers trail by 21. McConnell passes to Wiseman. Halliburton trying to break loose.
That's a big man by Wiseman, roughing up the D with that emphatic finish.
McConnell against Lowry. Over McConnell. Wiseman with the rebound. Wiseman's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Halliburton for 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Pass to Brown. Over Shepherd. Kept alive. And the dunk by Poeltl.
Well, one thing you know about Jakob Poeltl, this guy never stops working. What a motor.
Over in the corner, Shepherd. No good from outside. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
Pacers ball. Checking in for Toronto, Scotty Barnes, R.J. Barrett.
Grady Dick, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Toronto Raptors. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We come back right after this.
Big Your Pacers Youth Dance Team.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. So far, a pretty lopsided game, but still one half to play. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It's Toronto with the advantage at the half. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, give us your take.
They're getting into the lane whenever they want, getting some high percentage looks. I don't see the coaching staff switching up too much. Keep it simple. Force your opponent to adapt to it.
Shaq, your take on Indiana.
It's their defense that's put them in this spot. Giving up easy looks all over the place. It's like they don't have even a game plan in place. Check out the field goal percentage. Well, that's not going to cut it. I don't even want to talk about it.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Tyrese Halliburton has been sensational.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. At the guard positions, Halliburton and Nembhard. Jarris Walker out there with Benedict Mathurin. And it's Huff in at the center. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Here's Poeltl and the dunk by Poeltl.
Well, the hard work on the offensive glass pays off for Jakob Poeltl. Like to see that mindset from the big man. Goes back up strong as soon as he gets his hands on the basketball.
Here's Nembhard. Takes the 13-footer. Good as the jump shot falls. Nembhard's got 10 points.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Boy, if he ever finds his footing, they'll be in even better shape. Right now, his teammate's carrying him. Yeah, just catching your teammate in stride right there. That makes the game easy.
Toronto leading by 19 points. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey, Kevin. Scotty Barnes letting everyone know. He said, I'm a great defender. I feel like it doesn't really get talked about enough. I guard whoever, 1 through 5. That's what I pride myself on and what I'm ready to do every time I step on the floor. Kevin, back to you.
A tone setter for sure at that end. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. Here's Halliburton after the made shot from Kyle Lowry. From deep, Walker gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
And that assist got a little nod from his teammate after that one.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Raptors. On Friday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then on Sunday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers.
You know, most teams might get worried at a long road schedule like this one, but they've been so good away from home. I think they might be looking forward to it. You have to respect what this team can do when they're in your building.
And Kyle Lowry drops them both.
Maybe the most defining aspect of Kyle Lowry's career has been that competitive spirit. This guy has got vision, scoring ability, but he's always been team first.
Nembhard with it. Lowry covering. Yep, that one goes in there. Nembhard's got 12.
Getting something that close to the cup is a win as far as possessions go.
And during his brief career, Andrew Nembhard has shown he has a sense of the moment.
Kevin, there are certain guys who want to hide in the corner if the game is on the line. Not Andrew Nembhard. He is fearless in late-game situations. He's hit multiple big-time shots already. He's got a little bit of that it factor.
Yeah, that athleticism of Mathurin is what makes him such a tough one to guard.
Aaron Nesmith has checked in for the Pacers. Grady Dick's checked in for Toronto.
Well, this is what we've come to expect from him, right? Excellence at the foul line.
Quickly kicks to Barrett. Bangs home the trifecta. 17 points in the game.
Boy, R.J. Barrett has worked so hard to become a consistent three-point shooter. Go ahead, R.J., put in the work.
Nembhard against Dick. It doesn't go for him.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
A moment for an injury report.
Hey guys, I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer for the Pacers, and it's just a simple case of getting the wind knocked out of him. He just needs a moment to get the air back in his lungs. The team believes that he could play on it, and if they decide to be cautious, it would only require a short window for recovery. Sounds like relatively good news, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks for that.
It is, and nobody wants to miss any time. Obviously, everybody wants to be out there contributing, but sometimes you got to be patient. You have to make health a priority, get the results, and then put your plan in place.
And Toronto making a change here. Obo's checked in.
How about that physical finish from Scotty Barnes? He uses his body to get separation.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Outside, Barrett. Barnes outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. Barnes has got 15.
Quick release from Scotty Barnes. My goodness, pre-shot preparation was on point.
And the Pacers call time here.
Guard it.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Pacers Youth Dance Team.
While we got a chance, look at some numbers for Scotty Barnes. Second in free throw percentage, and he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage. Really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
And you never see him get nervous when he steps to the line. That's why he's second in the league in free throw percentage.
Boy, you cannot give up that kind of opportunity to Aaron Nesmith. Woo-hoo, finishes close.
Obo gets the basket.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Scotty Barnes.
Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Halliburton passes to Walker and finished off by Walker.
Yeah, if you're playing that power forward position, you overcome a lack of size with great hops.
Inside, tries from 10, again Toronto.
If a teammate's open in the painted area, you give him the basketball. Those are high-quality shots.
Puts it up from 15, and the Pacers tack on 2 more.
Boy, terrific individual effort, almost single-handedly. This guy trying to keep them competitive.
Pass to Barnes. Makes it off the glass.
Scotty Barnes.
Barnes has got 7 points here in this quarter.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Halliburton passes to Mathurin. And it's good, 2 points. Mathurin's got 10 points in the game.
And using that body to his advantage, Mathurin will learn to control his strength as he grows in the league. Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Barrett for three, and the three ball is good. Barrett's got 20.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Here's Nembhard. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam.
Oh, Andrew Nembhard decided to deck it and gets to the cup. Woo!
Dick, and the Raptors can't hang on to the ball. And take a look at this. Every team loves to have guys like these. Big men who can pass like guards. These are their assist totals on the season. Fifth on the list, Scotty Barnes.
It takes a tremendous feel for the game to be able to make the passes these big guys are capable of making out of the low post.
A feel for the game and terrific court vision. There's not an angle or an open teammate that they won't spot and find right away. The simple little draw and dish play is elevated to an art form by that group.
And here are the Raptors now, following the score by Indiana.
Yeah, that's two straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Halliburton kicks to Walker. It's Nembhard on the wing. Dick defending. Here's Walker, and finished off by Walker.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Good work there as it goes.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Here's Halliburton. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Halliburton's got 34 points.
Yeah, give Halliburton credit for staying with the play. You've got to be able to fend off that defense and still finish.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Indiana's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Pass to Nembhard. And here is Nesmith. Sinks the triple. Nesmith has got 16.
Aaron Nesmith had his feet ready. His hands were ready to catch the basketball. And as soon as it touches his fingertips, he lets it fly.
Now, here's Quickly. He's got 10, and they pick up 2.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Halliburton outside. Here's Nembhard. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Halliburton's got his 7th assist here tonight. Toronto calls timeout. And some changes here for the Pacers. Wiseman's checked in for Jarris Walker. Shepard comes in for Andrew Nembhard. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. Brown finds Quickly. Brown drives in. That one goes in. He's got 12.
Oh, how about Bruce Brown slashing his way through contact to get that bucket?
McConnell passes to Mathurin. And he drives in, and he dunks it down.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. And here's Quickly for 3. Good on the three-point shot. Quickly's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Now, here's Brown. He's got 12. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on James Wiseman.
And the defense Capella provides is huge. I mean, a legitimate shot-blocking threat who also rebounds the ball at an efficient rate.
The first one falls. The Pacers making a switch here. Huff's jacked in. Both free throws good from Capella.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Here's McConnell. Good on the bucket.
TJ McConnell has proven so crafty around the rim. If you're a guard in the painted area, you better be on point.
Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. Capella trying to free himself up. And that one's good. Mamu Kalashvili. Mamu Kalashvili has got 10 points.
Assist goes to Emmanuel Quickly.
McConnell against Quickly. McConnell kicks to Wiseman. Back to McConnell. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Neesmith. And it's Toronto with the rebound. They host the Clippers after this game. That game is the first and last of their home schedule.
Quickly may be a guard, but that guy is a vertical threat at the rim.
We've got 1:23 left in the third quarter. Here's McConnell. Lays it up and banks it in. McConnell's got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, they'll take that possession. Nice finish in close.
Pass to Brown. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down. You know, based on the response of the fans, I'd have to say they disagree with the officials on that one.
Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for James Wiseman. Here's Mamu Kalashvili. Neesmith covering. Quickly, that's for 2. Out to the right wing. Here's Walter. Offensive rebound. Capella. And the dunk by Capella. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
It doesn't get any easier than this. Capella's work ethic is what allows him to get those dunks. It makes up for a lack of speed with just tremendous effort and hustle on that play.
Good ball movement here by the Raptors. That one good for 2. Walter's got his third basket of the night.
I love it. Instead of going ISO, you make a play for someone else.
Shepard with the ball. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. And he gets it to go.
Come on now, that's easy money.
Here's Quickly. He takes it in. Count it. Quickly's got 9 points now in the quarter. What a performance from R.J. Barrett. He has been the story for the Raptors. He's at the quarter-century mark. 25 points for him in this game as they have looked to him over and over to make things happen. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Rick Carlisle had some words for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hold your ground. Hold your ground. Your job is just to stay in front of this guy. Don't blow by.
Well, preaching strong defense there, GA.
I mean, basic fundamentals. He doesn't want to see anyone on his team get burned on that end.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. They've got Bruce Brown. Also Lowry out there. And it's Mamu Kalashvili in at the 4-man position.
Boy, the halftime break, I don't know what they're getting to drink back there, but he is pouring it on right now.
Three-pointer, Lowry. It's rebounded by Indiana. Shepard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. DB, we saw a move by the league to let a little bit more contact go. Have they been consistent with that, or do you see some backpedaling at all?
I don't see any backpedaling at all. I think maybe the area where you most see this manifest is the point of attack dribble. That first dribble, defenders are really able to attack defensively. Listen, this is a hard thing. You want to bring more physicality back, but you've got to do it carefully.
And he makes that one.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
That's 2 things right there for R.J. Barrett. It's awareness and unselfishness. Pretty pass.
Tipped away. Pass to Bradley. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. Bradley's got his first 2 points of the night.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
And that one's good. Battle.
Boy, what a sweet pass. That one on time and on target.
And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Now Shepard. Pass to Jackson. Off with the layup.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
And he just punishes the D for falling asleep at the wheel.
Yeah, a little disorganized that time, and the result, 2 points in the loudest way possible.
Yeah, sometimes aggression can overcome certain offensive limitations. You saw it right there.
McConnell passes to Bradley. Here's McConnell. While recovering. Pass to Furphy. Lets it go with the three. Hansen from downtown. Furphy's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
3-pointer, Lowry. It's hauled in by Furphy. Pacers have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the 4th quarter on a roll. Doras for a G. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Creating easier opportunities for your guys to score. That is good offense.
A basket counts and 1. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Raptors.
Guys, they've done everything they can in this one to just dominate that backboard offensively and keeping control of the ball and then converting.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
To the middle, and now in transition, it's Barnes. Here we go. And the Raptors miss again. For Indiana, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the 4th so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. And Barnes sends it back.
Boy, big-time denial from Scotty Barnes. Use that frame to your advantage.
Dick passes to Barnes. Oh, good on the 3. For Indiana, they've gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the 4th quarter. Back to McConnell. And he uses the glass on the lane.
I'll tell you, that's got to be a confidence builder for McConnell. If you can play through contact and convert, you're thinking it's my kind of night.
Dick finds Lowry. Back to Dick. From outside the arc. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got his 4th assist in this one.
Yeah, you have to make greater effort than that defensively. You know what he can do from range.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
Outside Lowry. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. We all hear about AI in the workplace, and I don't mean Allen Iverson, although we could put him in the workplace. Greg, now teams are using computers to break down the action.
Yeah, able to use camera tracking to assess credit and blame, right? So maybe the little things in winning plays that went unnoticed, they won't be overlooked much anymore.
Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Indiana. Halliburton comes in for T.J. McConnell. The kick out to Walker and stolen by Barnes. And now Dick moving the ball. No one back to stop him.
Well, the sprint out in transition by Grady Dick. You want to create as many easy opportunities as you can.
And Indiana shooting an incredible 64% from the field in this game. Nembhard. And again, it's Indiana. Raptors leading by 23.
Boy, and on a night where he's been so smart handling the ball, that's his first big mistake.
LDB, something that never seems to go away during the season is chatter about trades.
And Kevin, what makes this so interesting is that very often fans of this league are as interested in trades, who's coming and going, as they are in the results of their team. It's a little intrigue that everybody wants a piece of.
Toronto's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep.
Well, with big hands and nice touch, Pirtle knows how to finish in the post. This guy has a lot in his arsenal.
Halliburton passes to Nembhard. So, GA, between the NBA Cup, the play-in, the new All-Star game formats, the NBA not averse to some experimentation.
No doubt. And listen, not all the ideas have been successful, right? But overall, that willingness to innovate has paid off. The world doesn't stand still, and neither should the NBA.
Now, here's Halliburton. Pass to Wiseman. Got a piece of it, and stolen by Barnes. Here's Barrett. And Barrett slams it in.
That's called anticipation and reaction time. Scotty Barnes making the defensive play for his teammate. Nice.
Barrett against Halliburton. Now Mathurin. Basket good. Mathurin's got 10 points in just the second half.
After an ice-cold start to this game, he is pouring it on here in the second half.
Lowry can't get it to go.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Nembhard. And another fast break for Toronto. The Raptors are running. And Barrett slams it in.
Now, R.J. Barrett wants to get in transition and get a basket before the defense can settle in.
Indiana's gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Pass to Nembhard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal
Scotty Barnes picks one up.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
So, Greg, in 2021, the NBA creating the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Champion Award. It's so great to recognize the work that's being done by so many NBA players.
It does, Kevin. And these players who are not just giving back, but giving a voice to the less fortunate and trying to shape policy towards justice and equality.
And Indiana making a change here. Shepard's checked in. And then for Toronto, Mamu Kelishvili is checked in. And it's Brown in for Dick. And for the Pacers, they're shooting 64%. Beautiful all-around play by this offense. Halliburton, no good.
That's an example of good offense, but better defense.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Halliburton outside. It's good. Halliburton's got 36.
Well, that's not an easy finish. Defense, an excellent contest. Halliburton looks like he's bottled up, but comes away with a bucket.
So it's the Pacers now. Here's Shepard. It's rebounded by Barrett. Barrett's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Lowry for 3. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And doing some dirty work.
on the offensive glass.
And then follows it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback. Halliburton kicks to Wiseman. And finished off by Wiseman.
Boy, the passing of Tyrese Halliburton. You've got to love to play with this guy.
Brown with it. Halliburton picks him up. From 17 feet out. Barnes can't get it to go. Indiana's gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. And finished off by Wiseman.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Brown the pass to Mamu Kalishvili.
And that's how you answer. I'd say he just one-upped him. Pretty good one there.
These two guys really, really like going at each other, don't they? Halliburton for 3. The shot, no good.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Raptors shooting 66% right now. This offense getting everything they want out there. Lowry from outside. And they'll get another chance.
Wow, just getting all the luck right now, it seems. Good bounce. He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
Nembhard's shot is good.
Boy, easy pickings from that distance. More of that, please.
Barrett the pass to Mamu Kalishvili. Out left to the wing. Lowry against Halliburton. The shot by Lowry, no good.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes. What a big-time asset defensively.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance. And this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Raptors.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Great timing, anticipation. They got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum of this game.
And this will push their record to 39 wins in a good effort tonight.
And this will be their third win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for R.J. Barrett.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
And Halliburton's got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. Pass to Huff to the inside. Wiseman tries again, and the layup is good.
James Wiseman.
Now Barrett. Here's Mamu Kalishvili. Fires the 3. Doesn't go for him. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And finished off by Wiseman.
From Tyrese Halliburton.
And the Raptors with the ball. They have a 19-point lead. And here's Barrett. On the wing, Barnes. Outside Lowry. There's the 3. Wiseman with the rebound. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. We'll see you later on.